mostly memorized it, but I have some visual references. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, thank you all for being here. I want to take this opportunity to let all of you in on a secret. You see standing before you a couple that has weathered the seas of love for over 22 years. But there's something that none of you know. There have been other people in this relationship from the very first day. I would be incredibly remiss in my remarks today if I didn't reflect upon those other fabulous dreamers and whores that have been a part of our love story for more than 2 decades. When Rusty and I first met, as was mentioned earlier, it was in an old funeral home turned Italian restaurant turned gay bar, you know. It's called the Broadway. And our good friend who is here today, Jonathan Green, is the awesome human that behind both of our backs thought, I know these 2 cool gay guys, I think they should meet. So we meet at this bar, and before I knew it, sparks were flying, and then we found ourselves out on the dance floor. And I'll never forget glancing over at the wall of mirrors on this dance floor while we were cheesy dancing on Charleston Girls know what I'm saying. And I caught a glimpse of the 2 of us in these mirrors, and the only thing that I could think of was, wow, we really, really got the beat. So up until this point, I'd been resigned to living out the rest of my life as a fabulous gay bachelor, just winging it, whatever. But then this spicy redhead showed up, and I said to myself, Rick, you gave up looking for a reason to live with things just the way they were. You can't stop the world. Why let it stop? So I didn't. And I decided right then and there to take the plunge with this guy. I mean, he's kind of a cool jerk. But he's super cute, and he had the bluest eyes I'd ever seen. Now, I can assure you that initially, lust to love was the last thing I was thinking of. But my lust had turned to love. And now I found myself head over heels. I couldn't stop myself. I was out of control. Soon we were inseparable. We'd go to parties, and some of the people at these parties would look at us like, who do they think they are? And I would just look at Red and I would say, honey, don't you worry. It doesn't matter what they say. In these jealous games that people play, our lips are sealed. And he would always smile and look at me with those big baby blues of his, and he'd tell me the same thing every time. He'd say, Rick, dearest, there's a weapon that we must use in our defense. Silence. So that was a long time ago, and we've had this occasionally arduous, always hilarious and fun road that we've traveled, and I can truly say that in this world, we're just beginning to understand the miracle of living. But we'll make heaven a place on earth. You know, Rusty, there's something about you right here beside me. It touches that touched part of me like I can't believe. Honestly, honey, I get weak when you're next to me. Weak from this love. I can't speak when I look in your eyes. And so here we are, surrounded by all of these beautiful people in this semi-circle in the sand on this picnic beach. And after all these years, and this is kind of joking, but my complete vow, I'm still mad about you, you're still mad about me. Couple of fools run wild, aren't we? One last thing to say. From the bottom of my heart, 1,000,000%. thank you so much for this vacation. It's all I ever wanted.